الحمد لله الذي خلق السماوات والأرض وجعل الظلمات والنور ثم الذين كفروا بربهم يعدلون. هو الذي خلقكم من طين ثم قضى أجلا وأجل مسمى عنده ثم أنتم تمترون. وهو الله في السماوات وفي الأرض يعلم سركم وجهركم ويعلم ما تكسبون. نحمده سبحانه وتعالى ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ به من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. بلغ رسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة وكشف الله به غمة وجاهد في الله حق جهاده حتى أتاه اليقين فصلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. يا إخوة وأخوات في الله، أوصيكم ونفسي بتقوى الله عز وجل، فإن ما يتزود به عبد هو تقوى الله. وقال سبحانه وتعالى في القرآن العزيز بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. وقوله أيضا في القرآن الكريم: وإذا سألك عبادي عني فإني قريب أجيب دعوة الداعي إذا دعاني فليستجيبوا لي وليؤمنوا بي لعلهم يرشدون. صدق الله. ثم بلغ رسول الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين. My dear brothers and sisters, I am very apprehensive of what I'm going to talk about today. But what I know for sure is what I'm going to talk about is very important for me, myself, first and foremost, and you, the listeners. Rasul Nabi Ibrahim has made a transition in order to disseminate the information of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He has turned away from the idol of his fathers and his people. And he said, Inni dhaibun ila rabbi sayahdini. I am going to my Lord and he will guide me. Going. It is not a journey of walking. It is not a journey of traveling by car or horse or donkey or by plane. But it's a journey by turning the heart. Inni zaibun ila rabbi sayahdini. I am going to my Lord and he will guide me. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was ordained to follow the path of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Wa awhayna an ittabi'a millata Ibrahim hanifa. We have ordered you, we have given you a revelation, we are revealing to you to follow the path of Ibrahim alayhi salam, his path. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, you will see such personification of Ibrahim alayhi salam when the Fatah in Mecca. What did he do? He entered the Kaaba, break all the idols, just as Ibrahim alayhi salam broken the idols. وَقُلْ جَاءَ الْحَقِّ وَزَهَقَ الْبَاطِلُ إِنَّ الْبَاطِلَ كَانَ زَهُوقًا. The truth has come and the falsehood vanished. And the falsehood is always been that which is not there anyway, but it's a delusional. So he pushed all over 360 idols that are in the Kaaba and established what we have today that we call Al-Islam, that you and I today we are cultivating. So my dear brothers and sisters, the message of today is if we are to preserve that which we have cultivated in this month and in this magnitude nights that we are experiencing, if we are to preserve them, because the month of Ramadan is one of the months in 12 months. We have what we call Shawwal. We have Zul Qa'dah. We have Zul Hijjah. We have Muharram, Safar, Rabi Awal, Rabi Thani, Jumada Awal, Jumada Thani, Rajab, Sha'ban. Come to Ramadan again. So there are 11 months. If we are to preserve what we cultivate, then we need to break the idols within us. Then was physical idols that people worship. But today the idol is within, which we call nafs. And my dear brothers and sisters, this idol is beyond our imagination, much powerful than Shaitan himself. If you think I'm exaggerating, this is the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because if you give a reference, a servant of Allah is content with his heart that this is coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but not Brother Thalith. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أَفَرَأَيْتَ مَنِ اتَّخَذَ إِلَهَهُ هَوَاهُ. Don't you see the one who have taken himself as God? Allah used our own self-nafs as associating partner with him. This is a text in the Quran. أَفَرَأَيْتَ مَنِ اتَّخَذَ إِلَهَهُ هَوَاهُ وَأَضَلَّهُ اللَّهُ إِلْمٍ. And Allah misconstrued his knowledge. وَخَتَمَ عَلَى سَمِعِهِ وَقَلْبِهِ. And Allah veil or cover his hearing and the heart. وَجَعَلَ عَلَى بَصَرِهِ غِشَاوَةً. And he placed a veil on his sight. A sight is not, or maybe vision. When an Arab man say ra'a, something that you see, but basar is knowledge that comes from the mind. You see from your mind. So a blind person can know something while the one who can see doesn't. So Allah cover the basar, ghishawa, and Allah said, فَمَنْ يَهْدِيهِ مِنْ بَعْدِ اللَّهِ. Who can guide him after Allah has done all this to him? أَفَلَا تَذَكَّرُونَ. Don't you reflect? So the information that we are trying to give today is that which we are cultivating somewhere, somehow, we feel distant away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Is the reason why we are here. Is the reason why we are striving in this month. And some gone through the itikaf. Some are still in it. And today I heard the information that tonight we are looking for this Laylatul Qadr. We're striving to do that. Why? We were clean before. For Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Kullu mawludin yulad ala fitra." All sons of Adam are born clean on the fitra of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَأَبْوَاهُ يُهَوِّدَانِهِ أَوْ يُنَصَّرَانِهِمْ أَوْ يُمَجَّسَانِهِ. It's the parents that change him into other things, even though religions are used here, but all your character and attitudes start the foundation from your parents. Whether it's racism, ostentation, vanity, hasad, jealousy, envy, evil desire, or righteousness is coming from some foundation that you have. We were clean and contaminated, if you will, down the road. So every human being feel distant from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala vow in the Quran in many, many times emphasize that He's closer to us. Why do we feel distant? It's a question. Because a man or a person is aware of what he has done, and Allah as well. So we're here to peel them off. That's why we're here. But Allah is closer to us. وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ وَنَعْلَمُ مَا تُوَسْوِسُ بِهِ نَفْسُهُ وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ حَبْلِ الْوَرِيدِ. We created mankind, and we know that which internalizing in him, and we are closer to him than his jugular vein. Allah said so. ما يكون من نجوى ثلاثة إلا هو رابعه ولا خمسة إلا هو سادسه ولا أدنى من ذلك ولا أكثر إلا هو معه أينما كنتم. If I get the ayah right. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there is no 2 or 3 of them except I'm 4. No secret between 3 of them except I'm the 4th one. No 5 of them except I'm the 6th one. Whether it's less than that or beyond that, I'm always there, everywhere, wherever they are. Allah is closer to us. Even at the time of taking life, Allah vowed that He's closer to us. فَلَوْلَا إِذَا بَلَغَتِ الْخُلْقُومِ وَأَنْتُمْ حِينَئِذٍ تَنْظُرُونَ وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ وَلَكِنَّكُمْ لَا تُبْصِرُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, at the time the person is breathing, death coming, we are there. But you are sitting down beside there, read Quran, say La ilaha illallah. Oh, but we are closer to Him than you, the one sitting there. But you have no idea. So Allah is closer to us. And the last one that I would like to talk about, which relates to the month that we are in. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Sadiqun Masduq, wa ma yantuku anil hawa, in huwa illa wahyi yuha. The one who doesn't speak from his feelings, but that which was revealed is what He disseminated to us. He said, wa idha sa'alaka ibadi anni. When my servants ask you about me, that's what we're doing in this month. Allahumma innaka afuwun tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anni. Allahumma kfirli. We say all these things. We're calling upon Allah. Wa idha sa'alaka ibadi anni fa inni qaribun. Allah said He's closer. If they ask you about me, I am closer. Ujibu da'wata da'i idha da'ani. I accept their supplications when they call upon me. It's a guarantee, but it's a condition. Fal yastajibu li. Now here is what we need to do in order the condition to be fulfilled. And it is the touchstone of my khutbah. Fal yastajibu li. Let them answer me too. Let them answer my call. Are we talking about the idols? Let them answer my call. Are we talking about ostentation, vanity, jealousy, racism, all kinds of amrad of the qulub? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hate them. Injustice. Let them answer my call. وَلْيُؤْمِنُوا بِي, and let them believe in me. لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْشِدُونَ. This is not offline like an ayah that pulls to disseminate and awaken the believers. No, it's attached to what we are doing today. And it's in the middle of it. So you can't even ignore it. And it had to do with what we are doing. كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون أياما معدودات فمن كان منكم مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخرى وعلى الذين يطيقونه فدية طعام مسكين فمن تطوع خيرا فهو خير له وأن تصوموا خير إن كنتم تعلمون شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى فمن شهد منكم شهر فليصمه ومن كان مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخرى يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله على ما هداكم ولعلكم تشكرون وإذا سألك عبادي عني. It's attached. After all this command, after what we need to do in fasting, when my servant asks you about me, I am here. I answer his call when he called me, but let him answer my call too. And let him believe in me that he will be all right. It's a condition that we need to fulfill. So, my dear brothers and sisters, if we want to preserve what we cultivate in this month, then we have to pay attention to this ayah. It's a condition that we need to do away the things that we harbor before asking Allah in this month. Let us not repeat it. They said, the definition of insanity is doing things over and over and expecting a different result. So as we enter the next month, let us keep in mind there's a condition of that which we have cultivated. Enormity. Man sama Ramadan iman wa ihtisaba ghufr. One of them, if Allah accepts it, you good, we good, I'm good. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept it from us. As-sawmu li wa ana ajzi bi. Fasting is mine and I will reward. As-sawmu junnatun. Fasting is a shield that protects us, but there's a condition to that in that ayah. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم إن الله غفور رحيم. الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب ولم يجعل له عوجا. My dear brothers and sisters, as we said, in order for us to preserve this, that we, inshallah, we have cultivated, because we have to have iman in us. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Udu'u rabbaka wa antum muqinuna bil hijab." Ask your Lord and have certainty in you that He will accept it. That's why that the hadith, "Man sama Ramadan iman wa ihtisaba." That's why they put that in there. Having inclination, anticipating for reward or forgiveness, Allah will forgive. So we must have iman that we are clean slate. We should do that. Now the work is to preserve it. As we all know, we mentioned about this in the Surah Al-Furqan, people who take themselves as idol. And Allah dismantled their affairs. This is serious. That is Allah fa'alu lima yurid. He does whatever He pleases. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, وَقَدِّمْنَا إِلَى مَا عَمِلُوا مِنْ عَمَلٍ. Listen to this. We will proceed that which they have done of their deeds. وَجَعَلْنَاهُ هَبَاءً مَنْثُورًا. And we will render them as scattered floating dust. Allah wants, He can do that. No one can question him. But what are the things that cause Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to do these? The idol within us. Wallahi. We believe in Allah. We do sujood to Allah. But where we are lacking is the mu'amala. The relation that we have with our wives, our children, our friends, in the masjid, our work. This is problematic. I have the right. I can do this. Who can tell me what? No, that's the dastur, constitution of a Muslim, what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. It's clear. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam advised the Sahaba. He said, "Inna amamakum uqbata qauda." In front of you, there's a steep hill. La yujawizuha aw la yajuzuha al-muthqalun. In front of you, there's a steep hill, and the one who is heavy. Not that you're heavy like you're fat, or you're heavy. No, heavy with all these things that we mentioned, the amrad. You know, the injustice, the jealousy, the all kinds of things. Then one becomes so heavy, the person cannot make it up the hill. And he said, Rasulullah, wa ana uridu an atahaffafa ukbati, and I want to lower or reduce my load. That's what we're doing, inshallah, in this month, to lower our loads. Why lower it and harbor it again? So it's awareness. Imam Shafi'i, and I will close with that. He said, Inna lillahi ibada futan, tallaka dunya wa khafa fitan, nazaru fiha falamma alimu, annaha laysat biha yuwatan, ja'aluha lujatan wa takhazu salihan amal fiha sufana. MashaAllah. Imam Shafi'i is a poet. He said, indeed, Allah has wise servants. You are here, wallah, you are different from those who are out there who are not here. Some, dalurat, they have reason why they could not. But some, they just don't feel like it. Ramadan comes and goes as if it's another month. La wallah. But we're here. So, inna lillahi ibada fitan, Allah have wise servant. I hope that we're in it. Tallaka dunya wa khafa fitan. They divorced the world, and because of the fear of the trial. Nadharu fiha falamma alimu. They study the world when they come to a realization, annaha laysat biha watan. She's not a place where I can live forever. You die. Brother Montaz announced people who died, recently in Ramadan. We may not make it to Eid. La ilaha illallah. Today you are called life. Tomorrow maybe your name will change to death. My name will change. Who knows? We don't know. But we have today. Annaha laysat biha watan. It's not a place you can live forever. Ja'aluha lujatan. So they perceive it as an in-depth of sea. وَاتَّخَذُوا صَالِحًا أَعْمَالُ فِيهَا. And they collect the good deeds in the world. Sufana, and cross over. That's what we're trying to do, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala strengthen us to be able to do so. In the month of Shawwal, in the month of Zulqa'dah, in the month of Zulhijjah, in the month of Muharram, Safar, Rabi' Awal, Rabi' Thani, Jumara Thani, Rajab, come to Sha'ban. Okay, Allah made it us to be seeing it again, inshallah. So may we have that inclination, inshallah. اللهم اعز الاسلام والمسلمين واذل الشرك والمشركين ودمر اعداء الدين اللهم انصر المسلمين والمسلمات في كل مكان يا رب العالمين اللهم تقبل منا صلاتنا وقيامنا وصيامنا وركوعنا يا رب العالمين ان الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا ايها الذين امنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما سبحان ربك رب العزه عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين قوموا الصلاه.
Brothers, as we're waiting for the Khatib to move to the other side, Assalamu alaikum, just so you know, we've had some issues with parking on the other side, beside the end bridge. There's a couple of cars that are parked there. One of them apparently damaged the property as well. So there's a white Acura CVPF 167